this live right here. It might be a little all over the place. It ain't gonna be that long. Hmm. This right here has been injected with the injector. For those of y'all that know about that thing. Make sure I got some incense and things. Some incense and things. So, all I got is a blunt. So I'm gonna get straight to it. So this live here start off about Northerners. Northerners in Old Folsom, and I'm gonna try to explain it as best I can. I'm gonna try to name it as best I can. So in the early 2000s, right? A little quick history lesson. In the early 2000s, there was a warden in Old Folsom. There was a warden in Old Folsom. That was the last time it was North Daniels in Old Folsom. What happened was this: the Northerners pretty much got set up by a faulty ass warden. Shiesty, yeah, hit that like button. If y'all ain't hit that like button, it's 14 of y'all. And 5 like. Otherwise, I can do a video. I'm gonna get into it. Hold on. Just gotta make look. You gotta make sure your blunt is burning correct. Let's try again. There you go. There you go. All right. Hold on, let me open this door. All right. 2002 or 3, right? There was Northerners in Old Folsom. There was. What happened is this. Like the Southsiders outnumbered the Northerners like a motherfucker there. That should have been their backyard. But they outnumbered them. So this particular yard, they only let out a certain amount of Northerners, knowing the Southerners was out there. When they let the Northerners out, the warden took a seat in the program office, which sitting above the yard. Like it took a seat, like to get ready to watch this show. He wasn't conscious. It was a microphone above him capturing his every words. So as the riot was taking place, as the Southsiders was getting on the Northerners, he could be heard saying a lot of unfavorable, unpleasant things toward the Northerners, which indicated that he set them Northerners up. So, in response to that, that motherfucker killed himself. I don't know if it was the next day. Oh shit. I don't know if it was the next shit. My motherfucking thing was on fire. I don't know if it was the next day or whatever, but the motherfucker killed himself. Folsom got a history of police killing themselves once they get discovered faulty. But That was the end of Northerners in Old Folsom. And because of that, they had Folsom marked as a PC prison. Man, you know how many times motherfuckers said Google Old Folsom, it's gonna say that's a PC prison. Sensitive needs. Maybe not now, but back then, yeah. That was the thing. You would hear that at least once a day. Man, my folks went on the website and said this vote is SNY. No, it's SNY because the Northerners couldn't come there. They couldn't come there. So therefore, but they had some in the ranch. And anytime a Northerner came, they put him on fish roll and then put his ass in it's directly in the ranch. They put him directly in the ranch. So therefore, there was no Northerners in Old Folsom. And that's why it had that title. Fast forward. I was there from 2005 to 2010, and then from 2017 to 2018. So I was there like 2 years. So total of probably about 8-9 years there. Never see the Northerner. Every time we come on the bus, if the bus goes to Old Folsom, like they might mistakenly endorse somebody to Old Folsom, a Northerner, or they might be going to the ranch. As soon as they get off the bus, they put their ass in the cage. As soon as the Northerners get off the bus, they put them in the cage and cuff them up, cage. Highest security. Might even go to the hole and then go to the ranch before you go do anything else. You might go to the hole before you do anything else if you're Northerner, if Old Folsom. Anyhow, so today I had a conversation with a homie who will remain anonymous. And he explained to me the change, the future, what it is. And they have Northerners now in Old Folsom. They probably don't know the significance of them being in Old Folsom. But there's Northerners in Old Folsom. Can you picture that? And they have an area. They have an area. A lot of he was breaking down to me how the yard dynamics changed. They took down certain fences. If you've been to Old Folsom, then you know. They took the bars and put the bars in the areas. Like the Crip area they own bars now. You don't gotta go on the yard. The Sac area got their own bars now. You ain't gotta go on the yard to get your brand new shoes dirty just to go do some pull-ups. It's right in your area now. COVID changed everything. But the significance of Northerners in Old Folsom, man, shit, that's a full circle thing. Full circle thing. All right. Enough about that. What's up with my folks, man? What's up with my peoples? How y'all living? Let me see if there's some questions. Davey Johnson. What's up, man? PNG, what is it? What's up with Chance and Things? Al Carroll, what's going on? I ain't been on for a while. Hope you're doing well, man. I'm doing as good as I can. Big Bad North Day in the house. Big Bad Things in zone. What is it? Video history. Saludos together. Grande. Gracias. Christian. What's up, man? Dirk Diggler. I'm trying to remember. Dirk Dig. You not the Dirk Dig from Sac, right? You the other Dirk Dig, right? That's crazy. Folsom should have been a homeboy prison since it's in Sac. You would have thought that, right? You really would have thought that, but shit. I told you, if y'all ever seen that story, that one story I told about when I first got to Fish Row in Old Folsom, it was so many Southsiders. Man, I had to make me a knife. just to feel secure. But the whole time is that just I hadn't been to the yard yet to see that it was a hella blacks too. I just man, but it's hella Southsiders. I don't know nothing about prison. LOL, straight up. G Ballin, Dirty Nation, ATL. What's happening, man? No, I'm from Sac. Met you at Chevron on Calvine. Chevron on Calvine. Chevron on Calvine. You mean 76? Oh shit. This shit right here, the injector thingy. This shit make this little so blunt. Something else. Dirt dig. I'm trying to think, man. I know Dirk Dig from the Heights. Dirk Dig. And then if you would have said Dirk Dig, I know because people used to call me Dirk Dig. They used to call me Dirk Diggler. I used to, hey, look, Dirk. People used to call me Dirk so much that I didn't like it. I hated it. So I looked up what Dirk meant. And you know what Dirk is? A Dirk is that Arabian knife that they be having on their side with the little curls on it. That's a Dirk. Sharp motherfucker. That's a Dirk. The motherfuckers, them the ones you throw up some hair and chop the hair in half. Nah, see, you bumped into me. Did you bump into me when I worked there, though? Because I used to work there, though. On everything. You ever had the feeling of going into a place that you used to work that you don't, like you didn't moved on in your life, probably for hopefully to better things, and then you walk back in this motherfucker, like where you used to work, like, yeah, I remember that. I remember cleaning them bathrooms and shit. I remember having the gas pumps, having to clean them up. I remember all that shit. I be having that shit. That must be peaceful PTSD, because that's a PTSD moment when you walk in the place you used to work and you start reliving all that shit that you used to do, being in the back freezer stocking sodas and shit, freezing like a motherfucker. I'm happy for every soda that I opened and drank because I was thirsty in the freezer. Shit. Droops, what is it, man? Raymond, what's happening? Yeah, I would like to say I'm in a better space than I was when I worked at that place. I'm telling you. Like, you never, so you work at a place like 7-Eleven, you never know what's coming through that door. I'm telling you, you never know. As soon as that door go doo-doo, you never know what's coming through that door. Luckily for me, wasn't ever nobody coming to rob the joint. I'm glad for that. Motherfucker can't rob the store. I was working there. I'm gonna be like, take this shit, all of it. Shit, you want the quarters too? Tell you, it ain't worth my life. All right, so this other thing I want to talk about, TikTok. The evolution of TikTok. I wanted to talk about that because I had a realization. I've been robbed at gunpoint working at 7-Eleven. See, take that shit. You want the dimes? We got some penny rolls up under this motherfucker. You get all of them. Hey, but look, TikTok, right? I remember Tim Snow was telling me about. See, like you gotta go back and remember when you first heard something, and I gotta give credit where it's due. Tim Snow was the first person that told me about the prison genre on TikTok. There is a whole ass genre of people on TikTok that are in prison that don't give a fuck. They posted interviews, they live, they got profiles, like they showing fades, they showing meetings, they on the yard with like it's a whole ass genre of people on TikTok that don't give a fuck. I can't be the only one that see this shit. I cannot be the only person that sees TikTok. So then that lead me to ask questions like, did they pass some type of ordinance where it's cool that or where they ain't tripping on you having your phone? They post look, man, they posting workouts like how we used to work out in the day room. They set the phone up and start working out. Motherfucker. If it was my when I was in there, man, before you done streaming, they gonna come running around that corner and tackle everybody working out. And so every time I look on TikTok, my head be fucked the fuck up. But I can't stop watching. See, that's a PTSD again. Matt Moonbeam. Smack. Master Angler. Bass Rascal. Which is Smack. Do y'all know that I have to sit there and watch on TikTok the idea that we came with about just fishing on and having the phone like trained on the fishing poles? You know I gotta sit here and watch this shit. Like this shit only blew up in the last 6 months, but people and they be having thousands of viewers watching them with the fishing pole. And all they doing is just talking about different little fishing shits and the same shit the same idea we had is live and direct on TikTok. So I declare that TikTok is no longer this. TikTok is no longer that for the kids. TikTok is a grown social platform where you can see a lot of shit that you won't see on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. Man, if I next time I go fishing, you gotta have a boat. Gotta have a boat or a guaranteed fishing hole where a motherfucker gonna catch something. Cause I'm telling you, I done been out with Moonbeam and I ain't caught shit. Matter of fact, I caught a crawdad. Yeah, matter of fact, I caught a crawdad and put that motherfucker back on the hook and threw his ass back out. How you been since you was in a neck brace? I don't know, man. This shirt, this is like a droopy shirt. Like you can't see my neck really, but I do got a neck, right? So it kind of always look like I got a brace. You see how my shoulders is blessed a little bit? See how they kind of stick up back there? So it looked like I always got a neck brace on anyway. Samuel. What's happening, man? I am doing swell. Can you go head up with a white boy in the pen? uh, you know what? If that white boy, it depends. First of all, it depends what state you in, because in most states, hell yeah, in most states, but in California where there's politics involved, like if y'all in the kitchen or something, or you in an isolated area where it be like two, three, four people back there, or it might just be one black and like three white boys. They not gonna pack the black out because they know it's gonna be instant repercussions, especially if it's over something personal. So if this white boy got rank and the niggas is willing to do the fade, yeah, you might see it. It's rare, but you might see it. You might see it jump off. It ain't gonna be on no exhibition on no yard. That's automatic. Crack off. Like you look up and you see a black and a white boy fighting. That ain't no head up fade. That's the prelude to a riot. Whoop de woo. He say you caught chlamydia though. Chlamydia. How I catch that? Oh, he said like I went fishing and caught chlamydia. Nigga, shut up. End zone. Bring back the hashtag. Bring back the bakery. It will have to be a whole lot of more hashtags than just yours. But if I start seeing hella hashtags to bring back the bakery, I might consider it. But it's a lot go into bringing the bakery back for sure. I thought I see you in the ambulance vehicle. Shit, hell yeah. That was real shit. Look at Billy. Yeah, hey, don't think for one moment that ambulance wasn't real shit. Because I'm going to tell you, things happen in car accidents that you can't prepare for until afterwards. And I'm telling you, that car accident changed my life. So if I might sit here and look like it's like I'm smiling, because I always smile. But deep down inside, shit, that motherfucking accident affected me in different ways. I'm gonna just give you one example of how it affects you in a way that you don't even know. The fact that I did not see her coming, just think you can't tense up or nothing. The fact that I didn't see it, bing, like bing. That's probably like getting took off on, ain't it? Ain't that like getting took off on? Like a nigga just doping you, bing. I got doping by a truck. So now, like I drive on the freeway, I get nervous. Like I be nervous if cars get too close. I pay attention to how I pay attention to. I used to before, but I pay attention to how close a car is to that white line, the divider. Like the cars ahead of me. Like if you too far over to the right, I'm gonna see. Too far to the left, I'm gonna get prepared. Like I'm gonna get prepared that you may suddenly just side swipe me or something. Hey Billy, Billy, you a moderator. You should have been a moderator. I see them hashtags. I see them hashtags, but it gotta be like I gotta see that shit. Like I can't. I gotta be unable to get away from hashtag bring back the bakery. I'll tell you, man. What? We got 34 people watching. That ain't enough. Y'all want to get in and talk shit. That's what it is. Y'all want to get in and talk shit. Roscoe, what's happening? Y'all want to get in and talk shit to each other, huh? Dirty ain't important enough, huh? I say this. I say this. I say one of the things that's preventing me from bringing the bakery back is the simple fact that you can't be accountable for what everybody say. You can't be accountable, period. And that's a risk. That's a risk that I risked for a very long time. Hey, Whoopty, if you don't mind me asking, where you from? Unless you said Whoopty. Cause if you're a homie, real shit, you're a homie, then you wouldn't joke like that. Cause you already know if you're a homie, we lead with respect first. Like what you've seen on these YouTube channels, I'm pretty sure when it comes to Bloods, you don't never see Bloods really just go out on some offensive, disrespectful shit. You don't never not no Northern California Bloods. You don't see that. So if you a blood and you got any ounce of real in you, then you gonna recognize real. And I see that's why you was like, good to see. I'm okay, OG. I respect that. So we'll build from there. Well, you ever met the 16 the life YouTuber? Yep. Yep. I thought he was like a young me. When I first seen his stories, I was like, damn, there was nobody doing what I was doing when I was doing it. Nobody. And now, fast forward, you got people doing exactly what I was doing. They used to talk shit when I used to be sitting in the car. I used to be sitting in the car telling my stories. They used to talk shit. Like, who the fuck would take somebody serious sitting in the car? You ain't got no studio, no green screen, no background. You ain't got none of that shit. So who would go take you serious? All the while, shit, I was homeless. I was homeless, so shit, I was working with what I was working with. So if you don't judge me for working with what I'm working with, then fuck you. So I did what I did. I used the park. Yeah, I used the park. I used the side of the truck. I used whatever I could. So when I see somebody sitting in the car telling a story, smoking a blunt, I'm like, damn. Flashback 2018. And these niggas doing this shit in 2020, 2019. Yes. Dirty was there. Dirty started that shit. Nobody smoked weed on YouTube unless you was some famous motherfucker. They was scared of getting they was scared of getting their channel black. They was them the people that was talking about, man, you can't say curse words. When it's some of us been cursing from the beginning. I don't know, maybe I'm going on a rant trying to distract myself from these hashtags bring back the bakery. That dude is not young, right? But I'm gonna tell you like this. As somebody that was active in prison, I kind of tend to look at other people as if they was active or they wasn't. Because some people come to prison and they just breeze through. Like they might have been active on the streets, they come to prison and they turn Muslim or something. And then when they get back to the streets, they back active. So they just breeze through. They did what they had to do to breeze through. They were no problems, no conflict. They wasn't putting in no work. They wasn't doing nothing. They was breezing through. Now, the experiences probably was real, but I'm just saying though, as somebody that's really done legendary shit, as we say, or as I've been saying, I look at other people like that. Like, what category of an inmate was you? And one thing I always look at for reference, or I use, is you got people that we see the scared straight kids, right? The scared straight kids come, they get in their face, talk shit, get loud, all that. But them same motherfuckers doing that scared straight shit is, they ain't had a 115 in 15 years. Like they ain't with the activities. They trying to help the kids, true indeed, but they trying to scare the kids. And all the while they got these kids, they come walk them across the yard, and we on the sideline like, look at these bitch ass niggas. Look at these niggas got these kids shook up. Nigga, that nigga about to go take a shower, go back to the cell, and he gonna be there. He ain't with none of the activities or nothing. But is there anything wrong with that? Depends who's judging. Depends who's judging. I downplay shit. I don't upplay it. I downplay it. Can you ever do your time in California without putting in work or without joining the game? Yeah, it's possible. But it depends on your character though. Because if you're a person that's susceptible to follow any and every direction and everything, you're going to find trouble off and down a lot of them roads. But if you stick to yourself, like truly to yourself, you'll be all right. But just make sure you got to learn the politics and the way things go. Hell yeah, police come and hit the fence. That sound like a high-speed chase or something. You know, there's been times I've been live and it's been like some legendary crazy shit going on. Like we done been live and we done heard the gunshots. We done been live and we done heard sirens. We done been live. We done heard car crashes. Helicopters is a regular thing on the Dirty's live. That's probably what we're gonna hear next. Watch this. In the next 2 minutes, we're gonna hear a helicopter. Bet. See, I stay by the freeway, and there's in this stretch of freeway, there's like 6 exits and entrances, and only like a 2 mile radius. So it's hella different ways to get on and off the freeway out here. So in South Sacramento, oh yeah, they gon' shit. They still believe in hit the gas in South Sacramento. Like in the '90s, we used to high speed quick, like man, like soon as we on. But now, man, you better off just having your shit all that, and just have your shit all that. But if you got nothing to lose, that's different, man. That's what we was talking about in the mid '90s. 3 times crazy with 5 volts behind you, hit the gas. Yes, we was in the mid '90s. We was stealing cars and teenagers. That was a deadly, oh not deadly, but that was a cold combination. Because as a teenager, your mind ain't fully developed, so you, man, no regard for human life. I didn't sped through stoplights and everything, evading the police. But I changed my life and changed my ways, changed my views. Make sure your shit is all that. When 5-0 get behind you, don't hit the gas. Pull over and make sure your shit is all of that. Your insurance, registration, your license is current, and your place got tags. And drive with confidence. I got all my GTA and high speeds in the '90s. Me too. Me too, man. I remember. I remember that time when the highway patrol got behind me. You don't hear that. You go from hearing nothing to all of a sudden hearing a baby screaming. That title is crazy as fuck. I'm by Greenback though. Not a, not Folsom, this town. We talking about Folsom, the prison, old Folsom. I've lost him in chases a few times, but that was years ago. Hey, sometimes you can get lucky. Sometimes you can get lucky. Cause I remember one time they had me dead bang. Like I remember I was on the street, there was no police out there at all. And then when I was cool and came to the light, it was one set of lights. And then motherfuckers came and it was out of all the police cars, it was a police. But the homie was in front of me. So because the homie drove crazy kinda in front of me, because he seen the police, he turned into the parking lot. So the police followed him. And just shit, I just kept on driving straight. Stolen car like a motherfucker. Sometimes you can get lucky. Like one time I turned the corner, they was chasing me. I turned that corner, nigga, the whole car said, "Ah," and was facing the highway patrol. Man, from doing a whole one ass 80 facing the other way, I had to gather my senses, but the homies was saying, drive, drive, drive. I snapped back and just drove on the side of him and got away. So sometimes you get lucky. But nowadays, I don't see that. I just don't see it. Like you somehow, some way they got systems designed to catch your ass unless you know bend two corners and get the fuck out. If you understand that, then you cool. But once you get the fuck out, what you leaving behind? What you leaving behind? Is this your car? I mean, shit. Did you leave some evidence in there? So, cause that's a charge too. So, shit, you gotta take all that into consideration when you want to drive nowadays and ride with somebody. And you want to ride with somebody, you better make sure they standards is like yours. Like they might thinking riding with no license is cool. They might think riding with expired tags is the thing to do. Like they've been getting away and they got no regard for you in their car. That's why I don't ride with people. I'm telling you, I don't ride with people like that. I got to know that your standards just like mine. My standards say driver's license, insurance, registration, current tax. That's what my standards say for starters. Then it goes to what you got in this motherfucker that can put a motherfucker possibly back up in that box. Okay, all right, I can live with that. All right, yeah, okay, let's go. But you gotta know these things. You can't just jump in the car with anybody these days. And then if you jump in the car with somebody and you ready for whatever, you just gotta let them know. Give them a choice. Shit. Did you burn the car after you were done with it? Hell nah. Back in them days, we was stealing cars and didn't care if we left prints on that motherfucker or not. We didn't feel that they would go to the extent of fingerprinting stolen cars back in them days. I'm glad I changed my life because I am definitely not in my frames. I couldn't do, I couldn't picture doing a fraction of the stuff that I used to do as a teenager, like years ago growing up. Like I tell some people, man, my nickname been the same for hella long, like for since a teenager. I ran over a mailbox. They had a mailbox back then. I burned a motorcycle cop a month ago in my own city. Man, that's a shit. That's a hard thing to do. Mm-hmm. That's a hard thing to do. Be the motorcycle cop. That's a hard thing for a cop to get a motorcycle. Motorcycles literally got that. Don't make me speed. Don't make me speed. Like, I understand you're flashing your lights behind me, Mr. Officer, and you want me to pull over. But I am on a motorcycle, a high performance motorcycle. And if you make me, I will turn this throttle up. I didn't care about evading. I had a third strike on me. Well, in that case, you got to what's the word you use? What's the word I could use? Where you gotta de-escalate the felonies. You gotta de-escalate the felonies and pick which one you willing to ride with. So if the thing is to get rid of that motherfucker, then bend your corners and get rid of it, and then keep going a little bit more, and then shit, and then maybe your charges might just be a felon in possession of a bad attitude. So you'd be all right. Shit. I didn't care about evading that, but shit. Third strike is a third strike. That means do not pass go. So therefore, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's why I'm glad, man. I do not want to live that type of life where you gotta always look over your shoulder. But unfortunately, this is Sacramento. All right, man. So I'm gonna get up out of here. My blunt is done. Who knows this? So, all right. I'm gonna have to set a realistic goal. A realistic goal. There is 8,000. There is 8,000 plus members or subscribers to the Dirty Nation. But it's no telling how many show up on a live because of time zones and all that shit. So therefore, I think 500 or maybe 1,000 hashtag bring back the bakery. But it would have to come from like 500 different people. And it would have to be on the post. It would have to be on the community post. That's the type of like, it take heart, it take passion to do that shit. So if y'all serious about it, y'all gonna have to show me. Devin, damn, shot Devin, what's up with the comrade? Free Teddy B, yes indeed. How you feel about SGA? Oh, shit, I be watching that shit. I'm subscribed. Shit, how can you feel some type of way? Shit. I mean, all I know is I watch that shit. Baka, man, I need to know what's up with Teddy BB. I'm thinking about re-airing this video. Matter of fact, I ain't even know thinking about it, Baka. I'm gonna repost Teddy videos, and I'm gonna put his information at the end of his video. That's my word. My word. So therefore, if anybody want to highlight the Teddy B, they hey. Moonbeam, did you see what I said earlier about TikTok? How the idea we was coming with, like they doing it, we would have to play catch up. Mm-hmm. My hand make 500 new YouTube. Oh shit. 500 YouTube accounts. I'm gonna tell you what though. Y'all got a number. Y'all got a number. So once I make this post, leave hashtag bring back the bakeries here. Once I post that after this live, y'all figure out how y'all gonna number it after y'all post. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Shit, make it happen. Other than that, you could make your own. Man, I cooked earlier, right? Steak and rice. Because they say, like, with GERD, I got GERD, hella bad, like heartburn. And they say, like, you're not supposed to eat after 7. So I made it a point to eat before 7 today. Only to find out that at 10 o'clock, I'm hungry. All right, y'all, I'm out of here.